What is up, people? So I just got this random wild idea and I did it because why not? That's what I do. So I cut a bunch of trees out back. Another video talking about that with the chainsaw going wild in the woods. And some of them were maples. And I was told, because a lot of that stuff I'm going to end up using for firewood, that if I just let them lay there for a while, that they'll leaf out, and when they do that, it'll suck a lot of that sap and moisture out of the main body of the tree. Then when I cut it up, it'll dry much faster to be seasoned and ready to use for firewood. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna let them sit out there and do their thing. Then my little brain, little piece, started working, and I thought, well, I see little buds starting to form on these trees. What if I took some of my rooting compound that I had, the rooting hormone powder, if I cut some of these top branches off of these trees and put them in the ground with some of that, maybe I can do some maple trees where I want them. So this is what I ended up doing. This is a big branch off the top of one of those. It's covered with buds. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Obviously it needs to get energy down in the roots to take hold. But I put them all about a foot deep, and I scraped the very bottom. I did like a 4-side peel. I didn't take all of the skin or bark off of them. It's hard to see them, but there's 5. Starts all the way down here. Autofocus is messing it up, but there's one down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I put them in line along the side of the driveway with enough of an offset so that as they get bigger and the roots start spreading out, nothing should mess up the driveway, and the canopy over the top won't really hang over the driveway, but it should fill in pretty close to it. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if they're going to if they're going to actually start rooting and go, or if they're just going to be some dead sticks in the ground next week. But today is a misty spring day, overcast most of the day. And hopefully, you know, the extra moisture in the ground and all that kind of stuff is going to promote the growth of some roots down on the base of those. And even if only 1 or 2 of them took, I'd be happy with that. I mean, if none of them take, oh well, I tried. Really no loss. I had the rooting compound from another project that I'd done last year, and that didn't really work out the way I'd hoped it would. So we'll try this one and see. Again, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't work, I'm going to keep trying other ideas with the with these rooting compound and using some of these cuttings and things with fruit trees. And I think I might take a couple cuttings off some of those black cherry. I love those black cherries. They're beautiful trees. Great wood for firewood. So if I can stick some of those in the ground out in the woods, certain areas, and let them keep growing, maybe, you know, years down the road, they'll be firewood. I don't know. Ideas. I get lots of them randomly, and some of them I'm able to implement and put right into play and try, like this one, and other ones I have to work a little more to try to reach them, and some of them I just dismiss because they're not worth it. But that's how it goes. You do what you do, try it out, see how it works. So we'll be watching those, and hopefully we'll have a positive update on those trees growing and taking root in the next couple weeks. Like I said, if the buds don't all just fall off and the thing die, if anything other than that happens, I'll be happy, which would mean that you know, maybe the buds will fall off, but the branches are still alive, and a couple of leaves might come out. Maybe most of the energy goes down into the roots to establish a new root system, and so the branches up top start to kind of wither. But if the base still looks fairly healthy, I'm not going to rip them out. But again, I just don't know what's going to happen. Pray for us that it works. Pray that it takes root and all 5 of those trees grow healthy and happy. And we're going to keep on working on other stuff. Got to go pick up some materials today. So we will see you guys on the next one.